Hello and welcome to a Green Man video. I'm Matt. It's only rock and roll, but we like it. That's what Apple's saying about this September's media event in San Francisco on the 9th of September 2009. It's going to be held at the Yerba Buena Centre for the Arts in San Francisco at 10 AM Pacific Time. That's 6 PM BST UK, British Summer Time. So who's it going to be held by? Normally it's Steve Jobs. He announced the iPod, the iPhone, lots of other products, but he did become ill, and in the summer they had the Worldwide Developers Conference in San Francisco, and Phil Schiller, this guy here, he announced the new iPhone and the other new products. So Steve is back at Apple now working and is a lot better, so it's likely he might be announcing the new products, but if not, it'll be Phil Schiller. It's only rock and roll, but we like it is the event when they normally release new iPods and updates to the iPods, whether it's just more memory or more colour, different colours. They announce the iPods here in September, and it says in the title it's only rock and roll, so that shows it's definitely a music event, which means iPods. So it's not going to be an Apple tablet or new Macs or anything, it's just going to be iPods. So yeah, new iPods. One of the new ones is the iPod Touch. These are some of the features which could be added to a new iPod Touch. The camera, you've got S here. With the new iPhone 3GS it was a lot faster, and it's called the iPhone 3GS because it's a lot faster, so the S stands for speed. So they could have an iPod Touch S. They're not going to call it that, but they probably will make it faster like the iPhone, because that's what the iPod Touch is based on. It's the iPhone but with no phone on it. More memory, it's probably likely to have 64 gigabytes, maybe. The iPhone 3GS was updated to 32 gigabytes, but the iPod Touch has already got 32 gigabytes, so it'd be more than that. A microphone, it's likely to have a microphone, and if they do add a microphone, they'll add voice control again, like the iPhone 3GS, and a digital compass. That's what the 3GS has, and that's a possible feature that they might add to the iPod Touch. And if they add a camera, then it'll probably be able to record video, if not the new model after that. So that's the iPod Touch. It may also become a little bit thinner, like all newer iPods. The iPod Nano is another very, very popular MP3 player, and this is an iPod which is very likely to have a camera on it like the iPod Touch, and maybe even be able to record video. But if it does record video, it probably need more memory on it, because video can take up quite a lot of memory. Here's another photo of what it could look like on the iPod Nano. So when you take photos, you'll probably use it landscape mode like a proper digital camera. The iPod Classic, there's lots of names for it. The original iPod, the fat one, the 5th generation, the original iPod. It's probably gone down in sales numbers because of the iPhone, the iPod Touch, the iPod Nano. So people have ditched their iPods and got an iPhone, so people aren't really buying them as much. I'm sure people are buying these quite a lot, but they're still very good products, the iPod Classic, but it's very highly likely they're going to drop it because there's not much need of selling it. The iPod Shuffle, you might be thinking, well, they won't be updating this because they only updated it a few months ago, which they did. And I saw this picture on the internet of different colour iPod Shuffles. At the moment they only have silver and a kind of grey black, which is kind of a bit boring. They still look very nice, but with the old iPod Shuffle and the current iPod Nano range, they have loads of different colours, and if they did make these iPod Shuffles, I'm sure buyers would buy them. They're a lot smaller than the original one, and they have the controls on the headphones. The iPhone, like I said before, it was updated in the summer at the Worldwide Developers Conference in San Francisco, so they won't be updating this anytime soon. It's only rock and roll, but we like it. So this is the Apple media event in September next week on the 9th of September at 10 AM Pacific Time, 6 PM BST UK, British Summer Time. So in the UK it's happening at 6 PM. If you want to find out on Wednesday at that time, 6 PM, what new products they announce, what's happening, you can be able to watch live videos of it on the internet. There's macrumours.com, iLounge, there's loads of websites you can find out what's happening. I will be finding out what's happening. If you want to contact me, I'll be able to let you know on the Wednesday evening. I'm sure to make a video about their new products. I'm sure whatever they announce will be fantastic because it's Apple and they do make some fantastic, nice, cool little products. So that's September's media event from Apple happening next week. Thank you for watching this video. See ya.